Good day, here are the headlines from the Philippine News Agency. President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. joins the country in paying tribute to the Filipino working class as the country observes the 122nd Labor Day this May 1. On his message released by the Office of the President, Marcos recognized the contributions of hardworking and diligent Filipino workers in national development. He also paid tribute to the people who championed on the rights of workers in the pursuit of social justice. For his part, Marcos vowed to continue supporting workers as they strive for better lives and working conditions. He said that under the administration's Bagong Pilipinas, every worker is cherished, respected, and empowered to thrive in an era of opportunities toward greater prosperity. Meanwhile, at the Labor Day event in Malacanang this morning, President Marcos hailed the Labor Code of the Philippines as it turns 50 today. During the celebration, the President reaffirmed his administration's commitment to championing Filipino workers and their rights.
Taus-puso ang aking pagkakaisa sa pagkikilala sa kontribusyon ng ating mga manggagawa. Hindi lamang sa pagpapanatili ng pagkakaisa at magandang samahan sa industriya, kung hindi rin, pati rin sa pagpapaunlad ng ating ekonomiya. Exactly 50 years ago, on these very same grounds, my father, then President Ferdinand Marcos Sr., signed the Labor Code of the Philippines in the presence of representatives of various sectors. The Labor Code, born out of the vision for development, employment, and social justice, has been one of the most enduring pieces of social legislation in the country. Today, we stand in awe of the remarkable contributions of Filipino workers here in the country and also abroad. I offer them our gratitude and recognition as beacons of hope, as important pillars of our country's foundation.
The National Task Force for the West Philippine Sea has condemned the latest incident of harassment by China after the China Coast Guard attacked Philippine vessels conducting a humanitarian mission in Panatag Shoal. In a statement, the task force reported how the Chinese Coast Guard and Chinese maritime militia vessel harassed, blocked, water cannoned, and rammed vessels of the Philippine Coast Guard and the Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources. The Filipino ships, identified as the PCG BRP Bagakay and B-Force BRP Bangkao, were on their way to provide humanitarian assistance to fishermen in Panatag Shoal. The task force said that Chinese vessels' actions were witnessed by members of the local and foreign press. It said the incident demonstrated China's willingness to obstruct a Philippine humanitarian mission in the country's own exclusive economic zone. It also showed China's blatant disregard for the Philippines' rights and entitlements, as well as the welfare of fishermen. The task force questioned China's sincerity in the escalating tensions in the West Philippine Sea. It also said the Philippines will continue to act peacefully and responsibly and follow the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea and the 2016 Arbitral Award. Department of Migrant Workers Secretary Leo Cacdac is visiting the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia this May to strengthen bilateral relations between the two countries. Cacdac said among the topics for discussion is the disbursement of unpaid wages and benefits of about 10,000 displaced overseas Filipino workers in 2015 and 2016. At the same time, they will take up the strengthening of institutional mechanisms that would assure fair, ethical, and safe recruitment and employment of OFWs. Over 10,000 Filipinos were among thousands of foreign workers in Saudi Arabia who lost their jobs after the companies declared bankruptcy. In November 2022, Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman told President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. that the Saudi government was ready to settle the workers' claims. Some 1,500 claimants started receiving their claims checks from the Saudi Alima Bank in November and December 2023. Cacdac will also tackle Saudi Arabia's request for more Filipino workers to help in its Vision 2030 development program, which aims to improve the Middle Eastern country's economic, social, and cultural diversification. In other news, the province of Antique is gunning for a place in the Philippines food heritage map by showcasing its tradition of rich food preparations. The province hosted a closing ceremony of Filipino Food Month, spearheaded by the National Commission for Culture and the Arts from April 28 to 30. NCCA Commissioner Arvin Manuel Villalon said Antique has a rich culinary heritage centered on preserved food like the pinindang, or unsalted dried fish fry, and rice-based desserts like sapal or fermented rice. Villalon said Antique's food preserved preparation will be documented in the cultural mapping that will culminate in August. In a separate message, Senator Loren Legad, the author of Senate Bill 244, or the proposed Philippine Culinary Heritage Act, said the cultivation, preparation, and partaking of food are interwoven with the Filipinos' cultural identity, traditions, values, and stewardship of nature. At least 35 areas across the country are expected to experience danger level heat indices on the first day of May. Pag-asa says Pili Camarines Sur has the highest heat index forecast at 48 degrees Celsius. Dagupan City, Pangasinan is expecting 47 degrees Celsius, while Apari, Cagayan has a forecast of 46 degrees. Meanwhile, in Metro Manila, Pasay City is likely to have a heat index of 40 degrees Celsius, while Quezon City's forecast is at 42 degrees Celsius. The other areas are expecting heat indices of 42 to 45 degrees, all of which are under the danger level category. The danger level means exposure to high temperatures can lead to heat cramps and heat exhaustion, while continued exposure could also cause heat stroke. Meanwhile, Pag-asa said the intertropical convergence zone will affect southern Mindanao, bringing cloudy skies with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms in Sultan Kudarat, Sarangani, Basilan, Tawi-Tawi, and Sulu. The rest of the country will expect cloudy to cloudy skies with isolated rain showers or thunderstorms brought by the easterlies. And that's the latest and the biggest stories on the PNA Headlines. For more news updates, please visit our website, pna.gov.ph, or our Facebook and X account, Philippine News Agency. The PNA Headlines is also streamed via the Servicio Facebook page. You may also watch the PNA Headlines through the Philippine News Agency's YouTube account via the News and Information Bureau website, nib.gov.ph, under PNA News, or on the Facebook page of the Presidential Communications Office, or PCO. I am Stephanie Civiliano, and this is the PNA Headlines, bringing stories that unite the nation.